First and right now, the partial government shutdown continues into the holidays after funding for approximately 800,000 federal workers ran out at midnight on Saturday. Now to an update on an accident that killed 3 people on Christmas Eve in Lawrence County, Kentucky. Tonight, state troopers releasing the names of 2 of those victims. President Donald Trump announcing brand new travel restrictions tonight, adding several countries to those originally proposed by the administration. North Korea, Chad, and Venezuela will be added to Iran, Libya, Somalia, Syria, and Yemen. Black ice is to blame for several crashes this morning. West Virginia Route 34 south of Hurricane was a bad spot where slick roads rolled an SUV and sent a car spinning backwards into a Putnam County creek.
But first, we begin with a developing story in Carter County, Kentucky.
State police there say that one man shot and killed a woman, then turned the gun on himself. This happened on Winding Way in Hitchens late Monday night. Troopers responded to a shots fired call, entered a home, and found a man and a woman inside, both shot in the head. Good evening, I'm Sean Delancey. This is Eyewitness News. Rundown and abandoned buildings are a relatively common sight on Charleston's west side. Now, a law is giving local areas all over the state the power to turn those into productive properties. A simply gorgeous day out there today. Really hot over the week, but it looks like we're at least able to get out and enjoy the weather.
Ohio family is left in the cold after losing everything in an early morning house fire.
And to make matters worse, it comes on what is supposed to be one of the happiest days of the year. Now neighbors are pitching in to get them back on their feet. The search continues tonight for a missing 16-year-old girl last seen on December 8th. Skylar McKenzie Ward of Mink Shoals was last seen leaving a relative's house. Kanawha County deputies say she has ties to Kanawha and Jackson counties.
Right now,
a truck driver faces serious charges tonight after a Kentucky police officer is killed in a fiery crash. Now an entire city is left to mourn her tragic death.
But first, we begin with a developing story in Carter County, Kentucky.
State police there say that one man shot and killed a woman, then turned the gun on himself. This happened on Winding Way in Hitchens late Monday night. Troopers responded to a shots fired call, entered a home, and found a man and a woman inside, both shot in the head. Police say evidence shows the man shot the woman, then tried to kill himself. The woman died on scene. The man was airlifted to St. Mary's Medical Center, where he's in critical condition tonight. There's no word on the motive behind the shootings. And new tonight, a semi-truck driver is facing murder charges after ramming into a Louisville police officer, killing her on the spot.
Trey Ward has been covering the story today and says officials believe the truck driver was under the influence when the crash happened.
Now to an update on an accident that killed 3 people on Christmas Eve in Lawrence County, Kentucky. Tonight, state troopers releasing the names of 2 of those victims. 2 women, driver Edwina Wilson, passenger Brenda Charles, and a 12-year-old girl, all killed in the accident near Louisa just after 3 o'clock. Police say Wilson slowed to take a left turn off of Route 23 and was rear-ended by a tractor-trailer. They say right now no criminal charges have been filed against the truck's driver, and they don't think alcohol was a factor in the crash.
We also have an update on the rock slide that closed parts of US 119 near Southbridge. And tonight there is some progress in getting the debris cleared. The fast lane southbound is open to traffic now, but the slow lane is still closed in case more trees, mud, or rocks come down the hill. Crews are expecting that lane to reopen tomorrow as they are bringing in heavy equipment and waiting for the hill to stabilize.
A Charleston restaurant got a very unwanted Christmas present earlier today. These shots taken from Gonzo Burger security cameras caught the burglar or burglars in action twice, one around 4:30 and again a little after 6 a.m. Police said they took cash on the first theft on West Washington Street. Owner Frank Gonzalez says the second hit involved the theft of liquor and electronic tablets. It appeared they forced a lock to get in. Gonzalez says he hopes the security video will lead to a quick arrest.
It's a setback. It's a drag. I'm spending my Christmas down here dealing with it by myself, but that's just how that goes. But it won't hold us back 1 second. We'll be back in business tomorrow, and it's a non-issue.
If you can do anything to help solve this crime, go ahead and contact the Charleston Police Department. Continuing coverage tonight of the government shutdown. President Trump digging in on his border wall demands today.
The president says the shutdown will last as long as needed until he gets his wall. Here's Kenneth Moten with the report. Volunteers kept up a 2-decade-long tradition today by cooking Christmas dinner for the Charleston police officers on duty.
Eyewitness News reporter Bob Aaron says outgoing Police Chief Steve Cooper was on hand today to thank the Charleston Citizens Police Academy Alumni Association for years of helping law enforcement. About 30 officers were on the job today in Charleston. On a typical weekday, that number would be closer to 100.
This guy's on Santa's naughty list. A Kentucky man was arrested after authorities say he threw a ham at a woman. Police say David Brannon had gotten into an argument with a woman in London, Kentucky over when they should have Christmas dinner, then began throwing things at her, including the ham they were supposed to eat. Brannon was arrested after running from police. Tonight he's being held at the Laurel County Correctional Center on assault and fleeing charges.
Just ahead, a Christmas tragedy, but total disaster is narrowly avoided thanks to one man's brave actions. That's next on Eyewitness News at 11.